The dance education resident is a vital position in this community, connecting movement, art with curriculum in USC 497 and with programming in and out of these other community organizations such as the Public Library, the Senior Center, Cottonwood. This person carries roles that cannot be met by any other person in this community.
It has been amazing. So I've been a dance teacher for many, many years in different capacities, and to dancers ages 3 all the way up to seniors. And I found that this year, working with all kinds of different people, skill levels, abilities, and exposure to dance, that I've been using these creative movement tools with everyone. There's been a lot of research about kinesthetic learners as opposed to people who learn through listening or learn through writing and repetition. Sometimes kids really need to embody a concept. Say you're working on parallel lines, and so you're working on moving in an exact parallel equidistant way with another body, and you're actually physicalizing that in the space, or you're looking at your own body and saying, okay, here's a parallel line. To understand it physically for some kids may be a total realization that they wouldn't have gotten if it were just sitting there on paper, because it becomes live and active, which to me connects incredibly with people's social learning, with their ability to just work with themselves as their own daily material as learners, and for them to interact with other people, to be comfortable with their bodies, to be comfortable being looked at, to be comfortable moving in front of people, and even touching other people and communicating in this way that's nonverbal can be really helpful. And I've come in sometimes to classrooms and seen students who appear to be very closed physically, by the end of the dance feel much more open physically, and that in itself is a preparation for learning.
We started a new curriculum this year that has them sitting in a large group listening a lot more than they typically do. So that's been a real adjustment for our teachers. So being able to have these times where they can have real focused movement that's not just a 5-minute move it song or something like that. It's, you know, it's 45 minutes of this has been really wonderful for the students.
I love doing things that incorporate the large motor because they have such high energy, and again it connects those vocabulary words and connects concepts that they're not always understanding in the reading if you just take a textbook and read, but they're able to connect it when they're using their whole body. So that connection of music, movement, and academic vocabulary puts it all together.
And we see them doing it at recess. We see them on the bars practicing balancing or moving different ways, and they just reenact what they did during dance class for the rest of the day. And they also are real excited to tell their parents about it, so we love it.
Dance is very powerful. There are many ways to go about dance. There are techniques such as ballet, tap, and jazz, but dance in its essence is much more than a technique. It is something that bonds the community and breaks down walls. It can be used for active learning, it can be used for expression, but often it is underestimated of what it can be, because it is a tool. When you know how to harness the power of dance, you can use it to develop and engage people of all ages, races, and genders.